What's going on, guys? So I am super excited about today's review, and I know I say that about every review, but I really am excited about this one because it is Ghost's Whiskey Sour Pre-Workout. Yeah, you heard that right. Now, for me personally, I'm not much of a beer guy. I'm not really into craft beers. I'll drink some light beers here and there if I'm just looking to have fun at like a party or something like that. But I'm not really into beer. I've been a whiskey guy for years, and that really is kind of my go-to drink. Now, when I'm at home and I'm just, trying to sip on something, or maybe with a meal, I generally just, I'll drink it neat. Like I'll pour a small glass and just kind of sip on it here and there. And I enjoy doing that. But when I go out and just looking to have fun and socialize with people, I'm not looking to drink straight liquor. I want it in a mixed drink. And my go-to mixed drink has been whiskey sours for the better part of a decade. So when I heard they were releasing this pre-workout, I was intrigued to say the least. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it the same way that I did the greens. I'm gonna open it on camera. I'm gonna taste it for the first time on camera and give you guys my initial first impressions. I wanna get a couple things out of the way before we get to that part of the review, simply because I haven't reviewed a pre-workout before, and it's not necessarily on purpose, but it's also not necessarily on accident. For me, when it comes to pre-workouts, I've been taking them for pretty much my entire lifting career. So as far as caffeine goes, I've built up a pretty high tolerance to it, to the point that with most pre-workouts, if I'm doing just a single scoop, I don't notice a tangible difference in my workouts as far as energy levels or anything like that. So it's hard to do a review on a pre-workout and say, oh, well, this one gives me better energy than this one, because honestly, I can't tell much of a difference. And that kind of leads me into the second point, which is that when you look at the labels of most pre-workouts these days, it's pretty standard. You get somewhere between 200 and 300 milligrams of caffeine. You're gonna get some beta-alanine, some citrulline, and maybe some proprietary blends here and there. But for the most part, those doses are pretty low, so the main ingredients are pretty much the same. So it's not like you're getting one pre-workout that's offering way different things than the other. They're all kind of the same. And the third reason is, for the most part, over the last 2 years, I've basically only used Ghost pre-workouts. When I've run out and haven't ordered new ones, I'll usually go to GNC or something like that and grab something really quick. It's just so I have it and I'm not wasting money on energy drinks all the time. But when it comes down to it, the reason I've stuck with Ghost for that long is simply because I like their flavors better than anything else that I've tried. And over the years, I've tried a ton, and in my opinion, they just make the best flavors. And since, like I said, all the ingredients are pretty standard, I don't really notice much of a difference from pre-workout to pre-workout. Taste is about the only thing that's important to me these days. So now, with that being said, let's go ahead and do the taste test, and I'll let you guys know what I think. So just like before with the greens, I'm opening this for the first time on camera, just to prove that to you guys. Seal, clearly not falling out. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this. I already got my shaker cup here ready to go, and we will give this a try. And as usual, that part I love, the fact that they have their scoop right there. I just think, more than anything, that's, I love this part of what Ghost does. I think that's super simple and it's so convenient. All right, guys, here we go. Shake this up a little bit. Bottoms up. Huh. I gotta be honest, there's not much flavor to it. If you've ever had a whiskey sour, the sour mix is actually really, really sour. It's not as overwhelming as it's not as sour as I was expecting it to be. Honestly, this might be the first time Ghost let me down as far as flavor goes, which is surprising because literally everything I've had up until now has been great. And I'm not saying it tastes bad, there's just not a lot of flavor to it. And obviously a whiskey sour has whiskey in it, so maybe that's the problem. shaken, not stirred, obviously. It's a little tastier with the whiskey in there, but still not sour. So as far as the taste test is concerned, it's good. It tastes good. I like the flavor, but it doesn't remind me of a whiskey sour. It's just not sour enough to give me that taste that I'm used to. So let's talk about price really quick. I got it for $32 shipped. I did use a promo code, which I always do when I order Ghost products, so I did get 20% off. So with $32, you're looking at about $1 a serving because it comes with 30 servings, which again, that's pretty standard for pre-workouts. So price-wise, it's right on point. And let's go back to flavor for a second, because now that I sit here and think about it a little bit, it's actually got a very light flavor to it, which is kind of nice because there's a lot of pre-workouts out there that I feel like you have to cut with a lot of extra water to kind of bring down the intensity a little bit. Ghost Bubblicious is actually one of those. I love that flavor, but it's so strong that like mixing it with like 8 to 10 ounces of water is just kind of too much. It's overwhelming almost. Especially now going into summer, having something a little bit lighter on the taste side is actually not a bad thing. So I'm definitely gonna keep using this. And to be honest, I'll probably stop using the Bubblicious and stick with this for a while. And here's a little extra hack for you. One of the things that I've done in the past, especially with the cherry limeade Ghost, is I will mix it with a 0-calorie Sprite, because you get a little extra caffeine, there's no calories, and it really tastes like a limeade. And with that being said, I think the whiskey sour will taste really good if I mix it with some of that Sprite. So maybe what I'll do is I'll do an update in my next vlog, and I'll mix it with some Sprite as I go into the gym, and we'll see how I like that. So that's the review, guys. Like I said, the flavor's not bad. It's just not as strong and as sour as I would expect for something that's labeled a whiskey sour. But you know, it's good. I'm gonna keep using it. So if you have any questions or any other products you'd like to see reviewed, go ahead and leave it in the comments for me. If you like the video, go ahead and smash that like. Subscribe if you aren't already, and we will talk to you in the next video. Peace. I think I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy the rest of this mixed drink. Give a whole new meaning to whiskey and deadlifts. Probably have to Uber home from the gym though.